All right, what's up, guys? We have to talk about something that's a little more serious. I usually don't do stuff like this on my channel. I have a completely separate other channel for politics and things that are like real world consequences. I use this one more for like gaming and stuff like that. But since this is kind of merging into both realms, we're going to talk about Helldivers 2. Part of why I haven't been playing Kenshi a whole lot lately is I've been playing a lot of Helldivers 2. I'm just not posting it on the channel. And I've been having a lot of fun with it. And then I realized that we were starting to have some issues. So apparently, the game is pretty woke, according to community manager Catherine Baskin. She declares the game is pretty woke, reveals the game is banning individuals she and the developer Arrowhead Game Studios deem bigots, transphobes, homophobes, and racists. Now, what's really interesting is they don't have anywhere that I have been able to find what constitutes a bigot, transphobe, homophobe, or a racist, and this is just what they deem, right? So it's not like there's no standard to go by, so it can just be like, oh, we don't like what you say, we're going to ban you for transphobic talk, homophobic talk, racist talk, which is really interesting. So here's her original tweet where she did that. And so I started looking into some things and I realized that she has a history of doing this. You can go back to 2020, where she was tweeting things along the lines of, it's time for white people to shut up and let black people talk. And it's like, okay, you know what? You're welcome to have whatever opinion you want as an individual, but spouting that as the community manager of a company seems like a very poor choice, because imagine if I was running a company, I said, hey, guess what, guys? It's time for all the fucking black people to shut up and listen to the whites. Does that not seem like it's racist? So we went a little further, and then what's interesting is this person, Liana Rupert, decided to post this, which is a message through her contact form on her website. I don't know what that website is. Like, it's just like a pink page with a contact form. But she's saying that someone from a N-word with a hard ER, something or other, at a gmail.com messaged her this heinous thing, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, is spelled really strangely. He posted this in an effort to push the narrative that people in the community are attacking her, that they are transphobic, racist, homophobic, blah, 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 blah. Well, what's really interesting about all of this, right? Let's create a new Google account. Let's make it where we are old enough to be, let's just put 1980, right? And doesn't really matter. It's go fuck yourself is my gender. Next. Okay, now let's see if this works. Oh, not allowed, huh? Wait, well, how about this? Oh, that's not allowed. Oh, that's not allowed. Does it switch up? Oh yeah, see, now I can make that, but I can't make this. Do you know why? Because Google has it set into their algorithm of whatever it is that allows you to make Gmails that you can't have this word in here. So how is it that someone made a Gmail account that sent this to you, especially with this phone number that doesn't exist? It's very strange, right? So it seems like what you did was create this to help push the narrative that players on one side are transphobic, homophobic, and blah, 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 blah. A lot of this is stemming from the fact that a lot of the players on one political leaning wanted LGBTQIQ, fucking whatever, capes, rainbow capes, right? And everyone's like, hey man, can you like not introduce politics into our video games? And then the common response is, well, this is all satire. There's already politics in the game of fascism on and on. And I think what the response should be is, we don't want real world politics in our video games. A lot of people are playing this as a form of escapism. Okay. So people want to utilize the game to get away from things that are happening in the real world, and then when you start putting real world ideology into a game, then you're not able to use it as an escape. And if we want to be inclusive, like it seems you want to be, does that mean you're going to start adding MAGA capes into the game? It's really funny because I haven't seen one side arguing to get their propaganda stuck into the game. And what's really upsetting about all of this, more so than I can find, is this has been going on for a lot longer than I realized because the community manager decided to punish everybody in the Discord and lock it down because they were typing a letter. A letter. The letter F got people banned out of the chat so much that the Discord shut down. We actually have video of what it looked like in the Discord server when everything shut down. They actually shut down their Discord server just because people were like, "Oh my God, we're being so triggered by a letter that we're gonna revoke everyone's right to be able to communicate on this platform." And the argument I've seen for this is that, well, it's Discord and they're allowed to post their own rules and they're allowed to moderate how they want and on and on and on. And you know what? You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. The issue that I'm finding with this is more and more the only spaces that you're able to go to communicate with people do not allow you to speak. Here's a good example. I made a thread about this yesterday called Helldiver's Manager. And I started this yesterday afternoon. And by the time I went to bed at like 9:30, 10 that night, there were 700 plus, almost 800 comments in it. I woke up this morning and guess what's happened? The thread, oh, is it back? Nope, this is a completely different one. Yay, it's still here. Look at this. All right. So they shut this conversation down. This is what I posted. The community manager has been being flooded with emails about the CM. This is the top of the response. I copy and pasted the response, and then I said, "Hey, way to tank your game." I've got 53 pages of stuff before they shut this down. Just strikes me as weird that Steam would decide to lock this thread as this devolves into non-productive argument. Thanks for your understanding. When we're still talking about the company, how it's being run, the actions of the community managers, on and on. And what I've also noticed is that all of the threads that were up yesterday that I was following about this topic have also been locked, while other discussions, such as getting mad at that is just self-reporting yourself as bigots, that is something that seems a little less self-productive. All of this, just to bring it all, wrap it around into an end, uh, here's what I'm gonna do, right? I was saying I'm not gonna play the game anymore. I don't want to have anything to do with it. Blah blah blah. Bitch and complain. And I have decided that I take that back. I am gonna play. I spent money on this game and I'm past the refund limit, so I'll never be able to get it back. So you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to fucking destroy this game from the inside. I'm going to team kill. I'm going to run 40-minute missions, and when it's right at the end, I'm going to leave. I'm going to fucking sabotage all of this until I get a response from uh Arrowhead. Thank you for messaging us. Yeah, I'll show you what I sent. To whom it may concern, I will no longer be playing your game, recommending them. I have changed my reviews to negative. I am encouraging others to do the same. The comments made by your community manager are inappropriate and unprofessional. It is a shame that you were on track to do so well in a day and age where game companies treat their player base so poorly. You almost had me as a customer who would have supported you in your future endeavors. Hopefully, someone at your company will make wiser business decisions in the future. Or maybe I'm under the wrong impression that your goal was quality games that make a profit. Enjoy whatever comes next. So, I encourage you guys to not buy the game, not play the game if you want to. I mean, hey, you know, you do what you want. Hope that you don't get into a mission with me because you see the clips that are playing. Hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you in the next one. Later. Bye.